Hey guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also click the bell to get all of our notifications. Big thanks to all our sponsors, Black and White Fire Starters, the only fire starter I trust in the Northwoods, Infusco Coffee, great tasting coffee, and Annihilator Air Guns and Tuning. Thanks so much for sponsoring us on our 7-day challenge.
Bushcraft.
And I'm Justin Van Ferrari with Waypoint Outdoor Adventures.
And I'm Mark, Rolling Homestead.
And this is going to be our 7-day extreme winter challenge
In northern Wisconsin.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Good to see everybody. This is a live stream, Dragon. We're just playing some and promoting some of our videos because you know how YouTube is. They don't like to do it. But I'm glad to see each and every one in here tonight. I got Tyler alongside of me. And we're going to be having some fun. I want to give a big shout out to everybody's in here. So let's go through and make a quick roll call here. B Fowler said he's at work or sleeping, so he did stop in and say hi and went and probably crashed. We got Lady T Outdoors in the house. We got Heaven's Essentials is in the house. Nicholas Green Outdoors. We got Donald Morris. We got Colin is in the house. We got, of course, got Dragon in here. Donald Morris. I said that one. Food Force Howie's in here. Grace Martin. Man. There you go, took care of that problem. So tonight is going to be just kind of a fun night, but this is a prelude to what's going to be going on. Number one, I've been really checking to see how YouTube, did you guys get the notification? Dragon, thanks so much, buddy. You are awesome. Scooby Snacks, I like it. Quebec Homestead, thank you for coming in. Boom, yep, exactly, Lady T. That's how we do it.
Good to see you, Quebec Homestead.
My buddy Dragon.
Jason, all you guys.
Jason. So, big question in a chat right now. Did you get a notification? 1 if you did, 2 if you did. We want to know if YouTube has given you guys some notifications that we're looking for. We're trying some new stuff out here, so if you guys seen a notification or got a notification and we are going live, please do a 1. If you didn't, please give us a 2.
And Caroline, good to see you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like I said, we've talked so much about, notifications and stuff like that, and why it's so important. One of them being, like I know we've talked about plenty of times, the biggest reason why it's so important for our viewers to get our notifications, besides, help supporting our channel, is like there's a time limit. Like every time when we post a new video, there's a certain rule on YouTube that you might not heard about as far as YouTube creators. Within the first hour, you have to get as many views as subscribers as you had. If you don't get that, then you have a 24-hour second chance. They call it the 24-hour second chance, which means after 24 hours a video is posted, you have to get 10% of the amount of subscribers that you have to watch your latest video. And with it, after the first 24 hours is up, if it doesn't meet, if you don't get the full amount of views, or you don't get the 10% amount of views, that video gets buried at the bottom of YouTube, and then that's it. You don't see it, you don't hear about it. So that's why it's like really important to make sure that we get tons of feedback from you guys to let you know, are you guys getting a notification or something like that. So I know on my channel, the last few videos I've done and live streams, there's been like no one getting notifications sent out about it. Even Mark was telling me today. I had my little meltdown last night, so
we got Jason, good to see you. Bernie, good to see you. So we had a lot of 1s and we had some 2s in there. So one of the things that we're doing, if you guys can go check us out, we are on Facebook, we are on Twitter, we are on Instagram now. So we're doing it all that way to communicate this out. One of the things I want to tell everybody else is don't forget to hit the thumbs up when you come in here. The other thing is I was showing Tyler, and I showed the proof behind this. When you guys share this out on your social media tabs, or on your tabs on YouTube or everything else, not only does it bring people to the channel, but it also helps you out, because you figure out 10 by 10 rule. If you got 10 friends, you share that out, and you got 5 people come in, that's 5 more. It just continuously grows. So guys, it helps you out, it helps us out, and we appreciate each and every one of you. If you can, share it out on your social medias. Tell a friend, tell a mother, tell whoever you want to. That is how we're going to grow on YouTube. So the smaller channels, that's how you do it. Is we got to make this community great, and we're going to do it all the way.
Absolutely.
Thomas,
one thing that Mark was talking about, you guys, he kind of really got my butt in gear with the whole YouTube thing again about what we originally started. Which originally Mark came to me, I had it burning in the back of my mind. Something we've been wanting to do is the Bushcraft podcast. I can't speak tonight. That is something that I guess a lot of people enjoyed, going on that 7-day adventure, and everything else that came up. We kind of been slacking on that. We're gonna bring it back starting tomorrow night. It's gonna be every Tuesday night, roughly around 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something like totally mind blowing. We're gonna get some of the biggest names in the outdoor communities in there, whether it's bushcrafting, survival, homesteading. I mean, in order to get those people, I've already been in contact with, like I said, I posted on my community tab, some of the biggest names on YouTube in the outdoors, and they're agreeing to it. They're absolutely they want to help my channel out so much. But I don't want to bring them in there with 10 to 12 people in there. So we really need to help boost that out, let people know about it. If you have, I'm sure on YouTube, even I'm having such a hard time here. Even some of your favorite channels, whether they're big channels or not, leave a comment and say, hey, I know some guys are doing something that you're not going to find on YouTube, and they're doing Bushcraft podcasts, and they're having homesteading sections on there and survival sections for everyone to get involved. Me and Mark really want to take whether they're 2 million subscribers or they got 5 subscribers. We don't care. We want them in. We want like-minded people to be part of this. And me and Mark are going to start reaching out to all the outdoor channels out there, bringing them in here so we can all be in one place, talk about some of the stuff that we've seen or we've done.
Hold on, Tyler.
Share knowledge and tips.
Killer Whale, good to see you. Thank you for coming into my live stream. Glad you came in. We got we got James in here. Thomas is in here. So guys, we're going to run through some of the things that Tyler was talking about, some of the rules. That first and foremost, you see a lot of blue in the chat. How we do stuff on this channel, you participate, you become part of the Homestead family, you turn blue. We make everyone equal. We love to do that, and it's not just a thing that we do. You become part of the Homestead family, you turn blue. That's how it works. And that's how we grow, guys. We got 21 in the house. We got 20 thumbs up. We're doing great. Thank you so much for all that, you guys. So one of the things that Tyler was talking about tonight is I'm going to bring in one of the things that saved my butt, and I'm old school. If you guys haven't checked him out, he's on Instagram. Carolyn, thank you so much, just because it's great. Hey, Sandy K, thank you so much for coming in here. Appreciate you. Miss you. There's my sister in Christ right there. We are going to be bringing in Black and White Firestarter himself. We're going to get a hold of Paul. We're going to bring him up here, and we're going to talk about how that saved my butt. Because Tyler will give you a little heads up on how I do things out there. I'm old school. But guess what, guys? We are going to be doing a giveaway. And this is one of the giveaways that we're going to be doing on the 7-day Extreme Winter Challenges from Black and White Firestarters. And we're going to bring up Paul to discuss on the things. Because when it's 30 below at nighttime and you're freezing and you want to get a fire going, that stuff saved my butt. And Tyler will tell you how I do things because he watched me. And if you go watch day 1, you'll see how easy it was for me to start a fire. And it was cold. So I want to get a big, huge shout out to Paul Corona from Black and White Firestarter. He hooked us up, and guys, it did. I'm old school. I'll go build a Tinder bundle and everything else, but I'll tell you what, that saved my butt.
Yeah, and it wasn't just Mark either, as you guys see, which is something I didn't really say too much on the video. But if you guys have seen my day 2, you guys see me literally have my feet directly on the fire. Even on Mark's stove, I had my boots off with my feet laying directly on it. I did get frostbite on my feet, at least on one of them, to the point where I can't feel anything out of it. And I was in a hypothermic shock. The only thing that I was able to do was get a fire going, and I got it going so easy because of the Black and White Firestarter kits that Paul hooked us up with. And this is not for cameras, this is not for views, this isn't for anything like that. This is me being 100% totally honest with you guys. There's no way I could have got a fire going that quick using natural tinder, like using birch bark and then gathering twigs from the size of your pinky all the way up to the size of your thumbs. There was not enough time to do something like that. The beauty thing about his products is you bark your ferro rod, you flick your lighter, flint steel, whatever you want to do to get it started, and it takes off like that. And then there's no kindling process. You just go straight from getting that, getting something like this lit and putting big old logs directly right on it. That is the key, and that is what I love so much about the Black and White Firestarters, because it was an emergency situation, and those things really help prevent anything worse from happening.
Dragon, I don't think that I could get Tyler. I might be able to get him to eat some more peppers, but you know what? I hate to tell you this, Tyler, but Dragon is that's how he is, and they're already pimping you to eat more peppers.
Yeah.
He's turning red just thinking about it. You should see this. I can see it on my screen. Tyler's getting red just thinking about it.
was painful. It was painful. But if Dragon's patient, I will probably do one tomorrow's live stream.
But you guys are not gonna want to miss that. Tell everybody. I mean, we're gonna go do a kind of recap this summer. I'm gonna take the family out there. We're gonna kind of do a recap and kind of go back through where we were down by the lake, so you guys can see the ponds in the summertime. Down by the river, they're just gorgeous down there in the summertime. It's a beautiful place to go. It's like a refuge. It's amazing. You can see all this footage on a 7-day challenge. Tyler's on day 3. I'll be coming out with day 2 here in a little bit. I got to start working on it, but I want to make sure that I capture everything that you guys are looking for. Not only that, guys, is I'm a Homestead channel and I got plants to start, so I got to get going. I mean, I gotta get the lead out of my butt, I guess is how I should say it, because I got some stuff that I gotta do, flip things around, and we're gonna go do the homesteading thing this year, and we're gonna get you guys into planting some seeds, and we're gonna show you the gardens and stuff like that. So we got a lot of stuff coming up this year. It's gonna be a crazy, fast-paced year, but we're gonna be doing the Bushcraft podcast. That is gonna be Tuesday nights, and we're gonna have a set schedule. We're going to be doing things and have special guests on there, and you're not going to want to miss those, because we're going to bring back some of the old school bushcrafters that I knew way back in the day. We're going to be bringing in some new high-tech, high-test big channels on here. We're going to be doing a lot of different things, so we're going to make sure that they're going to be there before we start saying stuff that has bitten us in the past, and I do apologize for that, but we're going to make sure that we got everything in line.
Yeah, there's like I said, going back, of course, the things that you wish you could have done, more stuff you could have done, like an igloo would have been cool. That would have been really cool to do, just not enough ice.
Well, not only that, Tyler, what you guys don't see, because it looks like you're doing 80 to 90% of firewood, because you have to be ready for the night. And the temperatures, they're negative 30 and they got to negative 15 during the day. For like the first 4 to 5 days that we were out there, it never got above 0. So in order for you to get water, you got to have a fire to melt snow or get the water. So wood is a huge thing. That was one of the downfalls. And not only that, our fall, it rained really hard and a lot in the fall, and then we got a heavy snow. The ground wasn't even froze up there. If you watch Justin, he was pounding stakes in the ground. So that's a real killer. And then the cold temps was killing our electronics. It was just terrible. Day 3, I don't think, like Tyler was talking, because I'm working on day 2. Day 3, we got very little footage because of how cold it was. We could not keep the cameras going. So we're working on stuff that way too. So that's really a way to tell you the extremes of this thing. It kind of looks funny because you're out there and you see that we're in t-shirts, or you see us not in t-shirts, but we got long sleeve shirts on. We don't have our big jackets on because we're moving around, and you do not want to sweat, because then you're in a huge problem, because we can't go shower off. We can't get that. So then once you sweat and you're out in the cold like that, when the evening comes, you're in trouble, because number 1, all your clothes are wet. Number 2, you ask Tyler how this cold sinks in. It goes right to the bone. It's a terrible thing.
Absolutely. Like Mark was saying, you definitely don't want to start sweating. That's why it's so important to do. Well, there you go. It's so important to do the layer system, because once you start sweating and you take a break, that's when your chances of hypothermia go all the way to the roof. I think the biggest issue that I had was, the boots. I mean, I had nice warm boots. It's just they were too warm. It was too insulated, and feet were sweating. And throughout the day, going down to the cedar swamp, collecting and harvesting wood, bringing it up there, doing what I had to do, and then sit down by the fire, and we probably would have dinner around that time or whatever. And then I think that was my biggest issue too, besides the cold weather. Like I said, never have I ever been out on any kind of adventure where I feared for my life, not knowing I would have enough firewood to stay warm throughout the night, because that is the most scariest thing you've ever been through. It wasn't the wolves, It wasn't the fact that it was like one of the most populated black bear areas. It was the fact that you don't have enough wood to get through the night. You're in deep trouble. So it's there's nowhere else for us to go. Hiking back up to the vehicles. I mean, we're talking trying to do that at night, and the distance it's just not possible. So just making sure you have enough firewood was just like the hugest thing. It was the biggest worry out there for all of us, I think.
Quebec, the filming in the deep snow and the cold, and I know you feel me. You got the same weather that we got. That's the biggest thing too. Is that there's a lot of things that went on where it was fun. You get to hang out with other YouTubers. You got to collab and everything else. But I'll tell you what, when you go in those kind of environments like that, you have to put your faith in the creator. You have to put your stuff together, because you know what, that's what holds you through. And all my experience in this, and I live up here, I do this every day when I walk outside, so I had a little edge on everybody else. But I'll tell you what, it beat down even on me, because when I'm not usually out there for 7 days, 8 days. Actually, we were out there for 8 days straight. So that's the key to this thing. When you usually go in a cold environment, you can go home and warm up. But when you're out there, I mean, my barrel stove that I have in my hut, it just barely broke the ice to keep it warm in there. I mean, it was roaring as hot as I could get it. That stove was glowing, and I could still see my breath.
Absolutely. I seen a comment, Woodland. I will have Joe on the podcast. As I was telling Mark, Joe actually called me today, and we've been talking. I'm definitely gonna have him on the podcast. Me and him are gonna be shooting a video here soon. I keep wanting to say next month, but it's already March, and I want to have him come on. I have a few other guests like Jim Beard, Zachary Fowler said he'd do it. Craig Evans said he'd do it. Alexis Outdoor said she would do it. So we're gonna have some really some big guests that are gonna be coming on as far as the podcast, but. Like I said, I really want to, I don't want to have like a dead room where there's like, 10 to 15 people in there. I really want to have like a nice, heavy, crowded bunch of people in there that way they can get their questions out and, just enjoy the streams. So.
Absolutely. We're going to, I'm going back, and like I said, I'm going back to my roots. So if you guys have not seen Really Big Monkey, Dave, he's another one I'm going to try to get on here, because you know what? Not only is he hilarious and funny, but the guy's got a bunch of knowledge. And so we're gonna be having Really Big Monkey up here. I'm going to try to get him up on a live stream. He only videotapes, so it's going to be a work in progress to get him up here, but we're going to try to get him up there. I'm going to bring back some of the boys from the old school, Tack Hill. You got Grizzly Taco. All those old guys that are back from way back when, I'm going to try to get them guys up here to talk about what they do. You got Nathan 4072, which is a huge guy with ferro rods. If you guys haven't checked him out, he's another one. So I love the idea of doing that kind of stuff, because you know what? The knowledge that's there is just really cool. And that's what we're going to be doing. But I promise you now, guys, we're going to set a schedule. Tuesday nights is going to be our podcast. We're going to start that. Tyler might start it at 9:30 because I don't get off of work until 10 o'clock. So he might start it a little bit early, but we will be going. And we're going to try to shoot for about an hour and a half, because he has to get up early in the morning and go to work. So it's going to be that long. So you guys, you can count on, we're going to be doing Tuesday night between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. We're going to have our Bushcraft podcast Tuesday nights, which means tomorrow night's the first one, and we're going to be talking about Black and White Fire Starter. You guys are not going to want to miss that, because I've used that already here on the Homestead. It's a great product, and I'm hoping we can get Paul up here to actually discuss about his stuff on the live stream, which will be a really cool thing. So you guys want to tell, if you're a bushcrafter, homesteader, this stuff is legitimate. I'm old school, so I'm used to making tinder bundles, but I'll tell you what, like Tyler talked about, when you get up at 2 or 3 in the morning and it's that cold, you want something that you can get a fire, and you can get a fire now, and it saved my butt. So we're going to bring Paul up here. We're going to have him talk about his product. It's a new product that's out there, and he's got a lot of great stuff in there. That's going to be a real cool thing. Hey, did I just see Fox's here? Oh, yep, there he is, Fox. Thomas Jordan. Quebec Homestead, thank you so much for hitting the bell. Don't forget, though, Tyler's my partner in crime, so go over it on his channel and hit his bell. Also, Tyler, put if one of you guys is mods, or I can do a quick, throw Tyler's link in there. I should probably have that handy.
Here's all the messages between Joe and, like I said, he called me today. We got a lot of cool stuff planned out. Like I said, he's going to be one of our special guests. Zachary Fowler, everyone knows I'm really good friends with Zach. Craig, I mean, we got tons of the bigger YouTubers, and not only just them too. I mean, just like you guys hear us all talk about too. There's a lot of hidden talent on YouTube that doesn't get recognized that are just as good, if not better, than some of those other guys too that we're going to be bringing on there. One of them being one of our good friends that was part of this trip with us was Justin Van Corey with Waypoint Outdoor Adventures. He is, I think, in my opinion, just as good as the rest of those guys that just doesn't get noticed. And there's other channels too. So, this isn't just the show like, your celebrity friends list or whatever. This is just to get, everyone from the big channels to the small channels to talk about ideas and just, all like-minded people. So it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a really good podcast. And it's like literally the first Bushcraft podcast on YouTube. You won't find anywhere else. Maybe now that we've already done it, there's going to be copycats. But you know what? We're going to have the best because we're going to have the best people up there.
Go back, I'll tell you what, you're a homesteader like me, and my channel is homesteading. But if you really think about it, Tyler's the one that brought it to my attention. Is homesteading is a lot of like bushcraft because you're making do with what you have, and that's kind of why I love the stuff in the outdoors. But I do have a big homestead, so it's like, well, which way do I go here? And I didn't want to do one or the other, so I switched way back when we bought the homestead, and I've been a homesteads channel ever since. But this year when I did the extreme challenge and the bushcrafting, Tyler's like, hey, you got all this knowledge that's still out there. You should be talking about this. So we're doing more stuff in the wintertime because the homestead, obviously you know how it is. When the snow comes, there ain't too much to do on a homestead. But there's a lot of stuff to do out in the woods. So that's why, I'm still full-hearted of the homestead, but when it comes to wintertime, I'm out in the woods.
Absolutely.
And thank you for putting up his link there. And now you have Quebec Homestead just got Tyler. That is awesome.
Right on. I appreciate it. Like I said, we got some amazing things going on. My biggest focus right now is just trying to take all the outdoor, fellow YouTubers and, the outdoor, people that just like to watch that aren't content creators. I like to get them all in a big room and, just discuss some of the stuff. I mean, there's so many times I see people that kind of go out and try to do something for the first time and they do it all wrong because they watch videos but they don't really know. I see people do some with like ferro rods and use the actual part of the knife, the blade itself, instead of using the spine of the knife. I mean, there's so much stuff out there that, it's no problem, just talking about that kind of stuff and getting the right kind of information out there because, no one wants to see anyone go out to the woods and hurt themselves or just have an unsuccessful, not a fun time out there because, they've seen something and they want to try to do the same thing, but, they're having issues, so, yeah.
Once again, guys, if you could, thank you so much for all the thumbs up. Please share this out on your social medias and your networks. It helps us, and not only does that, it helps you. Sandy K, thank you for putting Dragon's link up there and keep that running. That is awesome. Got to go. Good night, everyone. God bless. Thank you so much, Sandy, for coming in here and joining the chat.
Have a good one, Sandy.
Crazy Ann, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. Oh,
good to see you, Crazy Ann.
Good to see you. So, like, we're gonna, not only are we gonna be talking about the bushcrafting side of things and the homesteading side of things. Sometimes, everybody was asking, how do you do these crazy things with your cam? We're gonna do some camera gear. We're gonna do some gear reviews. Tyler has some, like he's talking about before. He's got some big sponsors that are coming up on board and talking about that kind of stuff. So we got some cool things. I think, we got black and white, and I think Tyler's got a box. Tyler's got a box. So I'm going to put Tyler full screen to show you what he has in the box.
I'm not going to open it yet. Not yet.
You're not going to open it yet?
Not yet. You guys are going to have to wait to see, but it's heavy.
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
I tried, guys.
Yeah, there's a few companies that reached out to me. For one, the one I've been working with, and the one that I take really dear to heart, because I don't just take like just any random company that's just going to offer me free stuff. You know, I truly care about the ones I do take in and that I do show appreciation to. One of them being Black and White Fire Starters. You know, it's really hard. Not that I was looking, but you know, I know people that try to get those sponsor deals for their YouTube channels, and it's hard if you're a small channel. At the time, I think it was only like 1,000 subscribers, somewhere around that time, and I actually reached out to him and said, "Hey, I've been buying your merchandise, your Black and White Fire Starters. I have a lot of trouble, you know, using natural timber where I live. It's mostly just hardwood. I don't have fatwood. I don't have, you know, birch trees around, anything like that. So I just want to let you know it's awesome stuff. I have a YouTube channel. I'll be more than happy to promote it. I don't want to get paid for it. I just want people to know that there is some really good stuff out there." And he got a hold of me and was like, "Hey, absolutely." And you know, for only having 1,000 subscribers and have someone sponsor you is a pretty huge deal. There's a lot of certain trust involved in that. And that's worked out really well. We have another one that's going to be having some new gear come out, which is going to be Ace Tree Handmade Gear LLC. Tate, which I think I did see him in the live stream. He's going to be sponsoring the channel. This one, about a week before I head out, which is Nomadic. They're a subscription box company that sends a package like this, if not bigger, once a month. On the site it says we go where others won't. The cool thing about them and why I took on their sponsorship is because their message behind their product and behind their company. They've been in business for over 50 years. Their whole message about their company is to get the younger generation outdoors. Get them off their phones, get them off their TVs, and get them excited about using some of their products that come in their subscription boxes in the outdoors. So I truly love that, because that is why I started my channel. So I was really pleased with that. And another one, you guys are going to have to wait to see to find out, because I don't have any merchandise or anything that they have sent me yet. But it is going to be more of the tactical and the survival kind of things that I do when I go out and do these survival trips. So I think they're going to be a really awesome company to work with as well.
Absolutely. I had to go and kick on the fire. I'm sitting here sweating in here, and I'm like, I walk out there, and I'm like, oh, it's a little chilly in here.
I need to get caught back up on the chat.
Yeah, that's the thing too, guys, is that
you're fine, Nick. Nick said he's going to do live streaming Monday. By all means, more power to you. The only reason I switched it to Tuesdays now is because working Mondays, I don't get off until late. Like tonight, I didn't get off until 8 o'clock. And then
Saucy's in the house.
Morning, so I didn't want to continue on using Mondays. I want to switch it over to Tuesday night. I think Tuesday will be a lot better for my viewers and for myself included. So that's when the podcast is going to be, every Tuesday night.
John's Travels, I see Saucy, you made it in here. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. I am not seeing Nick's comments. I don't know why. Where did he go?
This was way up. I was so behind. Get some time to spare and have a business lead. I'm going to grab a beer. Homestead. Budget bushcraft gear gathering tips would be nice too. You know what? That's awesome, Colin, because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for suggestions, and I think you're absolutely on the right on the money with that one. Budget bushcraft gear tips would be nice. Absolutely. I already have a few that came in mind, so maybe we'll kind of cover some of that tomorrow night as well.
What do you mean by budget bushcraft? Because items
or stuff that you can make. So like, here's one tip for example.
Okay,
At
but
Walmart,
let's
in the fishing aisle,
let's
they
go to
have
this.
those-
Let's go to this. I'm going to play devil's advocate with you. And would you want to have some of that stuff, what you went through when you were up here? Are you going to go through and make sure you have the best gear because you know what you went through?
I do, but there's certain things as it comes to me. I think a budget is using pretty much what you have at home, and to like what I did with the hot tent idea. That with the
Okay, and that'll give you. But I mean, as far as gear goes, you know, man,
there is some stuff, like I said, that knife that's at Walmart that looks just like a Mora knife and feels like a Mora knife and cuts like a Mora knife for only $1.97, and I still have mine and it still holds up just as good as my Mora knife. That's something too I would recommend as far as the budget gear wise.
Yeah, I mean, Moras, you know, when I got my Moras, they were only $9 a piece back in the day.
Right.
Now they've gone up in price. You know, the only thing that I would say that I would stand behind was that knife you told me to get, that little Bushcrafter knife.
Oh yeah, yep.
You know, I'll go behind that one, but I'll tell you what, when, you know, batoning and stuff, when we were out there, Justin had to use the K-bar because it was bigger. He couldn't get it with his little knife. You know, so some of the things, you know, with budget stuff, you got to be careful and have a good understanding of what you're going to be doing out there, because if you cut corners, ask Tyler, it'll bite you. So if you know that you're going to do something extreme, I'd be very, very careful about what I'm taking out there if I'm doing an extreme challenge. But if I'm doing a summer challenge and I want to try something a little bit different, I got no problem taking out some kind of, you know, the gear that he had from Walmart. If it would have been in the summertime, I would have did a 10 item challenge out there, no problem. I would have had fun. But when it's 30 below and you try that can get a little dangerous.
There's certain things that you can, like Mark was saying, as far as that knife, I told him about. You know, every tool, every item that you know you own, whether it's outdoor, whether it's automotive, whether it's gardening, whatever. I mean, everything has its own place, its own time.
Colin, it was Tyler. Do you got that handy or not?
Yeah, I do.
Mine ain't handy. I'll stand behind this one, guys. This knife, I'm a K-bar 100%. I love my K-bars. I got a lot of them. But
actually, it's in my closet, but I do have the box that it came in.
I'll go see if I got it up here.
All right. Yeah, I left once I got back home. I put all my gear in my closet and just kind of quit looking at it for a while because, like I said, it was a definite challenge always. So, and good to see you, Saucy Shane, by the way, too. Crazy Ann, thank you for coming in as well. Is that knife my daughter got me with? Not sure. What else did I miss? Certain lights, like one of the other knives too that I gave to one of my subscribers, Colin, that's in here. That Coast knife. It is a really good knife for a really good price. I think a lot of the Coast products too kind of fit underneath that budget, budget gear because they make really decent quality gear. I actually got in contact. I got in contact with.
Oh yeah, we got a spicy raid coming on. Thank you so much, Phil.
On, Phil. Good to see you, buddy.
You know what? I've never, ever had Phil up here on this side of things. You know that, Tyler?
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, but that was through StreamYard. That don't count.
Oh, through Zoom. Yeah.
Phil, sometime we gotta come. We gotta bring you up here on through Zoom.
Yeah, eat some peppers, Phil. Everyone was saying that everything spicy needs to eat some peppers.
And now, Phil, I want to tell you something. Tyler has 1 pound of dried ghost peppers.
I do.
That he's already had 2 of those 1 pound ghost peppers. Thanks to Dragon. Dragon and his mom, his own mom. Like, imagine that. Got him going. I had a little bit of twist to that though. So.
Yeah. Awesome. Like I said, appreciate it. Everything's spicy for doing that. I've been on Zoom again. I thought so.
Oh.
I remember, I think it was on Zoom that you did that pepper challenge on your channel. Remember, it was you, Sty, and Bill.
Did I use? I didn't know if I used Zoom or if I used.
No, you use Zoom because we all know your feelings about StreamYard.
I still can't stand StreamYard.
It is Sauce Month. I seen that. I was in Phil's channel, his live stream for like about 40 minutes before I even said anything. I go in there and I just sit back and listen to it before and I'm just like, I wonder why no one's talking to me in the chat because I didn't say anything.
McCoy, good to see you. Glad you come on. So one of the things, guys, you know, yep, that was Zoom. Okay, so he was on Zoom. One of the things that we're talking about is that we will be, for sure, from 9:30, 10 o'clock on Tuesday nights, we are going to be doing the Bushcraft podcast. Every night we're locking it in, guys. So if you don't see a notification, you know it's going to be there. So all you got to do is go on either Tyler's channel or my channel. It will be there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's you know, like I said, I think a lot of my issues I have with YouTube is I'm not consistent on, you know, video uploading or live stream. It's kind of just been all over the place. You know, it's so hard because knowing so many people, you don't want to step over anyone's toes, but at some point you kind of have to, you know, do what's best for you and your channel. And I think honestly Tuesdays is when I need to really make sure. I see the purple and I know it's dragon. I didn't even read it yet, but I can see purple.
Well, if I'm going to get Tyler to go and chow down a ghost pepper, I got to get Phil up here on my Zoom to watch this. Dragon just gave me another 50 for you to eat a ghost pepper. Now, it just so happens, Tyler, that I still have them here from last time. Hear that?
I'm thinking about just cutting my beard off.
Well, after a couple more of them ghost peppers, you might just be able to go and burn them off. So I got to go on Phil's channel and I'll send him the link to the Zoom room. And I'm gonna
make sure I even know where to put mine at if I do decide to eat one.
Oh, you're gonna eat one. Oh, wait a minute. I can just copy it and paste it into the chat. There we go. I forgot about that. Hang on with us, guys. We're going to bring everything spicy up on top on the panel so that he can also enjoy. You know, we can't have Tyler eating hot stuff without us, Phil. That just ain't right. All right, Phil, if you go into your Facebook Messenger there, I sent you the link to Zoom Room. Oh, you can't come up? Okay. That's okay. Tyler ran and hid. Look at that. McCoy Oak Farm, good to see you. I'm glad you came in here. Dragon, thank you so much again, brother, for giving me that. That's awesome. Colin, yeah. You know, I got to give him credit. He's been a sport about it. And once he eats more and more, I think he'll be better and better each time he does it. But he's been a good sport for eating the third notch on a totem pole for being the hottest peppers. Hey, Annihilator Air Guns, thank you so much for coming in here. Hope you've been watching. We do have the I have the trailer and episode 1 up, and Tyler's at number 3. So you're you want to go check that out and see your ad in there. It's pretty cool. Blake is in here. Good to see you, buddy. What's up? Glad you joined us. Tyler, what are you doing?
Eating the peppers.
Oh. Annihilator Air Guns is in here. So you guys, if you haven't seen it, we do have one and trailer, and number 1 is on my channel. Tyler is up to number 3 on the 7-day Extreme Winter Challenge. It's been a very time-consuming and slow processes, but we're trying to get you the best videos out there, and they are really cool. You get to see some of the sponsors that helped us on this 7-day Extreme Challenge, and one of those is in the chat right now, guys. Annihilator Air Guns is up in the chat. And he says, Tyler, I have Reapers and chocolate ghost peppers seeds ready to put in the greenhouse. Annihilator Air Guns.
Nice. I'm just getting caught back up on the chat before I die.
Phil said that he can't come up. He's ready for bed.
Okay, right on.
Colin is saying that he just prefers green bell peppers. I'm just glad, I was thinking about taking these peppers out there with us. There they are, boys. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, these things are horrible.
His eyes are watering already. Look at that.
I don't know about it.
Alright, I had a big dinner. So, guys, we have smoked, which are my favorite. See, I'll get Tyler going here. So, right away, I'm going to go grab a smoked pepper here. Woohoo! We're going to chop one of these down.
Without any milk or water.
What?
I'll try to do it without milk or water.
So I'm going to do... I can just smell them. Oh, man. This might be a bad day. This one's for you, Dragon. Smoked. Not good. Metal Music, good to see ya. Tyler's killing me.
This thing sounds horrible.
Oh. Stems and all.
I pull off the stem. I don't eat the stem.
I gotta go get some water. Ooh.
I suppose it's my turn, eh?
Thomas. Whew. It got really hot in here quick.
Yeah, I remember our conversation. And just, yeah.
I gotta find a beer. Oh. Yeah, wash my hands really good. I should wash my tongue.
I have to, Carolyn, I have to. feel like
I don't know if she's
I
don't know if she's pressuring you or what.
Alright, I'm gonna do it with no milk, no water. Oh man.
And then I had to get a seed stuck in my tooth. Whew.
Not ready, man.
There ain't nothing in that survival kit for that stuff, Metal. I'll tell you what.
No.
Oh.
My heart's beating again.
You can do it.
I need a countdown.
1, 2, 10, go.
Whoa.
That's for you, Dragon. I got him again. Woo. It's going, yeah, it's going to hurt a lot. Yep. Bernie.
Yeah.
only on here will you see the pain of Tyler.
Oh. Oh man.
Sorry to hear that, Grace. Blessings to you, and I know what you're talking about.
Isn't in the stream. Yeah, right. I'm in the stream. I know I am.
Hey, there's Texas. Good to see you, buddy. Well, Tyler, you know, one thing is pretty soon when you have your spaghetti, you're going to want to put them in your spaghetti because you get so used to them. Jason, what's... Oh, man. Oh, that hurt, too. I don't know if I should be burping like that, but I'm glad I'm burping and not the other one. James, he's got it. We'll see. He'll make it. He's going to be immune to these things pretty quick, and he's only got a 3/4 or 7/8 of a pound to go.
It's burning my teeth. It's
Hey, Sybil, how you doing, my dear? Good to see you. Thank you so much. Annihilator air guns. I grow reapers, I grow ghost peppers, and the scorpion peppers. So I got them all here every summer long. Sybil, thank you so much for coming in. I'm so glad to see you. It's been a long time. I was wondering how you're doing. Dragon says, "Come on, Tyler, walk it off."
That burns.
John's is either burps or hiccups. Well, it's either farts or burps or hiccups. One of the two, and you don't want the third one.
Okay.
Woo! Quebec Homestead asking, whereabouts are you?
Hell right now. I'm in the Midwest, U.S.
Thanks, Texas. Yeah, if you guys let me know too, is if that music is too loud or is it at the right tone, loudness. I don't want it to be too loud, but at the same time, when
It's like my tongue's bleeding.
yeah, it's like 1,000 needles in your mouth. It's like I just ate a porcupine. Oh. The only good thing is mine were smoked, so I had a little bit more flavor than that raw, harsh. Yeah. Annihilator says, I don't like scorpion peppers. Oh, I got some on the kitchen table. You want some? I got a bunch. Metal is going to be a howitzer in 36 hours. One thing I like about eating really hot peppers is the next morning ain't so rough.
Thank you. Good night, Carolyn.
Night, Carolyn. Thank you so much, and thank you for the super chat.
It's like 100 degrees in here now. My nose is just like...
I know, it's like my nose is running. I'm just, everything opens up. The sinuses just go poof. Isn't that a lovely feeling, that burn all the way through?
Oh, yeah. It's, well, I mean, my body's so numb right now, I can't feel nothing.
only you.
I'm trying to do it without water or milk, but
hey, you know what? Cold beer works too. Not.
that's not really good.
Breathe, Colin says. Breathe, Tyler, breathe.
I'm breathing fire when I do that.
Guys, don't forget, if you haven't, hit the thumbs up, share it out, tell a friend. Somebody's got to come and watch Tyler do this. You know, this is some of the things that we pop in here every now and then.
I'm not to touch my eyes too.
Yeah, Bernie, I'm sitting at, I'll be 46 this year, and I've been eating peppers a long time. And some of them get me, and some of them are just, but these are miserable.
I don't know. The question asked, why do I keep doing this to myself? I haven't figured that out yet, but.
Grace, the thing of it is why does he keep doing this to himself? He likes it. He enjoys it. That's how it is. That'd be cool, Sybil. Thanks. Yeah, absolutely. Quebec.
That was probably 5 minutes. I think I'm safe to have milk.
No, that's only about 2.
Longest 2 minutes of my life.
Cool. Yeah, just don't go touch the manhood after that one. I'll tell you that. Colin says, "Go wash your hands."
Why do people do that? Why do people make such hot peppers? I don't see a logical reason.
Thank you so much, Quebec. Awesome. Thanks for sharing us out. Why do people do that, Tyler? I'll tell you what. I made some of the best food. You've seen some of the stuff I cooked. You ate some of the stuff I cooked. When you throw that spicy stuff in there with some sweet and some sugar, it's amazing. That's why I grow them. He just slammed this. I hope that thing wasn't full.
It was half.
Sybil says y'all are babies.
Probably. I'm not. I like spicy food, but that's not spicy. That's stupid. That's just that's beyond spicy.
Hey guys, while we're talking about it in here too, hope you guys are being aware of what's going on. I know everybody's talking about coronavirus and everything else. Just keep your head on a swivel, and don't forget about the edibles. Wild edibles, I'm thinking, is the way to go. I got to do a little bit more research to make sure, but oh, that one burned.
I'm gonna feel it.
Oh. Did you pick up Walmart milk, buddy?
Yeah.
You know what, Tyler? I think that was worse than last time.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that the other ones would probably be better than the smoke ones, because the smoke ones seem to be a lot hotter. Haven says, try a banana. Good on the potassium.
Yeah.
So, Colin, one of the things Tyler's been trying to talk me into is our next challenge is going to be in the summer. And we want to do a canoe trip starting in Minnesota and up in Missouri. Number one, I'm not big on humidity and heat. I like my normal temperatures. So to get me in a canoe, that's like Fat Man will sink. So it should be an interesting challenge. Oh man. I think I just got more gray hair, Tyler. Oh.
I don't think I have any taste buds left.
I know I'm sweating. I'm like...
Bananas help with fire. That's true. I've heard that.
Actually, in the summertime, the thing that helps me out the best with the hot stuff? Believe it or not, I learned it in Mexico. That's why they put green tomatoes in the chilies and in your salsa, fresh salsa in Mexico. It gets rid of the burn.
Wow. Cool enough. Me is trying to panic the message both together. Disconfliction, very soon for the fluid mass. Drink plenty of fluids.
That's the thing. I mean, we just learned out too that they have in the U.S. now. They had 6 confirmed deaths from this, and it's going to grow like wildfire. And they had a New York ER doctor on one of the Fox News, I think it was, telling them that the test kits that they've sent, the CDC sent them, don't work, and there isn't enough of them. So, guys, just do what you know what is right for you, and be cautious.
Yeah, it seems like every time I get involved with work, I just put my body through some crazy stuff, like freezing my butt off in like negative 30-degree weather, or eating really hot peppers.
Yeah, well, you're going to be putting me through a water challenge on a canoe.
Yeah, I'm going to flip your canoe when you come down here, just FYI.
Now, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a John boy. You can't flip that bad boy over. I was thinking about that today. John boy. Be the way to go for me. Be the Cadillac of the boats.
That sounds awesome. Yeah.
Well, at least the burning is starting to go away now.
I think it's real funny how Dragon went real quiet in the chat.
No, he's not. He's right there.
Is he?
Yeah.
I can't even read because my eyes are watering.
Just think like Dragon is always there in the background,
Yeah.
Dragon, one of these times I gotta get you up here on a live stream.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that?
Peppers. How about that, Dragon? How about you get up here and eat some peppers?
Tyler, Mark is gonna outrigger his canoe with an outrigger so you can't flip it over. Yeah. I'll do something, I'll tell you that. I just can't see myself in a little place like a canoe that I only got that are 2 foot wide, and I don't care how long they are. Jason says hot peppers help the immune system. Amen to that. So, Dragon, we got to get you up on a live stream. What do you think of that? I think everybody would enjoy that. D-Mess, okay. Thanks for coming in.
Yep, thanks for coming in, William. I'll see you. Man.
I promise you tomorrow night you won't have to eat any peppers.
You know what, I might just eat like 20 peppers and you have to eat like 3 jars of peppers. I found my canoes on I think it was like Facebook Market. I bought some of those low boys, which are really hard to find, and they're actually worth like a decent amount. They're like worth anywhere between $500 to $1,000 to $2,000, and I picked mine up for like $100. It's a 16 foot and then I bought another one that's an 18-foot as well. So they're awesome, awesome canoes. I can't even think. Good night, Shane. We'll see you soon. Yeah, that's what you think, Dragon, but we will get you on here.
No. Hey Blake, I was looking for. Did you ever find any kind of old Indian broadheads or something like that with like a jade or something like that? If you ever find anything like that, let me know. I'll buy one from you if you make for a necklace.
Yeah, that'll be Zoomaniac, that's true.
So I'll see you taking off. Good night, my friend. Thanks a lot for coming by, and I'm gonna get Tyler up to the high points of things by summertime. I'll be sending him some fresh peppers to nibble on.
No more care packages with peppers.
Yeah, Bernie, a lot of that has to do, you got the elections coming up. There's so many different influence on this virus, and we'll see what happens. But if everybody takes care of themselves. All right, Blake, that'd be awesome. Thanks, buddy. No jade, just flint.
You know what? I like that idea.
What?
What Dragon said.
Yeah, that would be cool, but that'd be like a 2-week, 3-week process. That'd be a long process.
Well, I'm thinking, like, since we do have a lot of big oak trees around here, taking one down, making a huge, massive fire and taking those coals and get a few, like, go to Walmart and get like 3 or 4 like little fans, like window fans, and doing a huge burn bowl in one, and then carving out the rest. I don't think I've ever seen that done before.
Absolutely, McCoy. One of the things that I really didn't like about this whole thing, guys, if you check this out, is the creator of this. They have the proteins from the AIDS virus. So if you know anything about how that stuff works, if you feed that protein vitamin C or want to boost your immune system by doing, and helping that, you're actually enabling that to be stronger. So when they created this, they were thinking, because normally with a flu, if you keep your immune system up, you can fight the flu. But once you get this crap and you start to boost your immune system, you're just feeding the virus, and it's growing and getting stronger. That's what the part I don't like. So I'm actually going through, like with chaga, different avenues to see if that's going to take care of things.
Yeah, I mean, I've made a canoe out of some wood and tarps, but I don't think I've ever did like one.
Wow, busy little house. Good to see you. Glad you came in here. Been a while. My lips are still on fire.
Yeah, mine too. COVID-19 virus. Established by swine flu, bird flu, and snow flu.
That ain't helping.
That's awesome. I'll be up in Mark's area here next month for Canoetopia. I really do want to look into those pack boats. I don't do, at least last year I haven't done a whole lot because of all the flooding that we had. So I only made it out for like one canoe trip. But just even that one time, canoe was like well worth it. It was just an awesome fun time.
Yeah, busy little house. Elderberry would be really good, but I'm just so worried because of that protein. They took the protein from the AIDS virus and they put it into the coronavirus. So with the AIDS virus, when you start to give it high doses of vitamin C, which would normally boost our immune system, it actually superpowers the virus. And that's what's worrying to me, is because that's not allowing me to use my normal medicinal purposes. And that causes issues. So I'm looking towards the chaga way of things to see if I can do anything different with chaga and doing that kind of effect. With the cherry powder, that's huge in vitamin C. So there's other things I want to go and want to look into. But right now I was thinking, the garlic tinctures, eating raw garlic. Because viruses, you can't fight them with antibiotics. It doesn't work. But by keeping our immune system up, that normally would take care of any kind of virus. But this virus has that stupid protein in there from AIDS, which actually enables it to fight and get stronger. So I'm kind of nervous about that whole thing.
Yeah, Colin, I'm working on getting some things put together and trying to find a spot where I can do it. Maybe like once a week or something like that, or maybe once a month or something like that, have a gathering. I've been in contact with a few other people around Iowa, some of the bigger ones like Terry Barnes, the Iowa Woodsman. He's the one who actually trained Joe Robinette for all the knowledge that Joe knows. Terry Barnes trained him, so I'm in contact with him and a few other people, and hopefully I want to get that off the ground soon, hopefully by summertime.
Quebec, you just got a new subscriber. Welcome aboard to the Homestead family. We have a lot of great information in here. We got a lot of great people in here. Sybil, honey and garlic, natural antiviral. I know that's what I was going with. Yeah, dragon chaga is an actual mushroom, but it's not like every other mushroom. That's the only thing, is it takes the benefits from a birch tree. So there's a lot of stuff in there. So yeah, McCoy, I know I got a little busy house. We are now a new member of the Quebec Homestead, so we'll be over there playing for a while and checking what they have.
Yeah, for sure.
I see.
I'll definitely keep you updated there, Colin. But I need to head off, Mark. I got a busy day tomorrow.
Yep.
So I will see all you guys.
Thank you so much for enjoying the pain. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Be good.
Yep. See everyone.
Take care.
See you over on the podcast.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Adios.
All right, guys. I think we tortured Tyler enough tonight. What do you think? I want to thank everybody so much for coming in here tonight. It's been a great time. I've had a lot of fun. What time is it? We got 11:46. We'll go till midnight and then we'll shut her down. And then we'll see you tomorrow night. We're going to do the Bushcraft podcast. Guys, don't forget, if you have not seen the 7-day Extreme Winter Challenge, you have Tyler Woods Bushcraft, you have myself, and you have Waypoint Outdoor Adventures, who are all been a part of that challenge with us, and it was a great time. Go and check out their channels, and you'll see those videos. We got Annihilator Air Guns as one of our sponsors for that challenge. We had Fusco Coffee and Black and White Fire Starters. Thomas, thanks for stopping in. Good night. We'll catch you on the next one. Busy little house. Have a great one all. Good to see you. And thank you so much for stopping in. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. God bless. McCoy, good night and God bless you too. We'll see you in the next one. All right, Colin, you take care, buddy. Quebec, thanks for coming in here too, and we're glad to be a part of that, and we'll see more of each other. I guarantee you that. You guys have been great. It has been fun. Everybody's got to go to bed. And by the way, Dragon, thank you so much for supporting the channel and for the super chats. I appreciate it so much. Blake says dropping like flies. Oh, it's getting close to midnight. That's how it works out. Yeah, Fox, everybody's leaving, but that's... we've been on for 77 minutes. It's been a good run. There's still 19 in the house, though. They're still here. They're still listening. Oh, I'm still burning up from that. Well, Bernie, keep your ears open and your eyes open because it's, Washington State's got it now. There's some cases here in Wisconsin and lower Wisconsin. It is popping up it's popping up like flies, so it's just a matter of time. And the CDC, hospitals, all that stuff are not equipped and ready for what's coming. Even for us being top notch and everything that we have, it's a dangerous thing. So keep yourself healthy and keep your immune system up. That's all I can say about it right now. Hey, Grace says, Mark, we don't want to go. Yeah, we still got 20 in the house. Go back. Some Tuesdays. What time? We're going to be going live Tuesday night for the Bushcraft podcast. Tyler's going to start it between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, somewhere in there. So it'll either be on my channel or on his channel. I don't get home from work until after 10. But we're going to be doing it every Tuesday night at that time on one of our channels. Oh no, we're not shutting her down. I'm not going to shut her down until we got 10 more minutes there, Havens. I figure I'll shut her down at midnight and then I get up at 7, 8, somewhere in there. Tyler was just leaving. That's a long drive. Yeah, busy. That was the funny thing is I heard that they're charging people in China like $50 for a roll of toilet paper. To me, that's just crazy. But you guys be careful because there is going to be price jacking going on with this. There's been on Fox News, I heard there's a couple places already got busted for this. So really check that out and, have a little bit of discernment when it comes to when you're buying stuff. Check different prices because if people are doing price gouging, that's going to come up with this. It always does. Okay, leaving for real, so cheers. Take care, my dear. We'll see you on the next one. Oh. I try to get everything and I try to have everything here, because for one thing, where we live, if something bad happens, it might take 2 or 3 days to dig us out in the wintertime. Or, electrical. We had the tornadoes come through last year and tore the whole town up that near to us for a whole week and a half, almost 2 weeks. They didn't have water, electricity, none of that. So we do have some stuff here, but it could get worse. It could get bad. They're talking about school closing, shutting down businesses, all kinds of different stuff. So that could get a little bit crazy. And that's going to get everybody into a panic. You know, when that stuff happens, that's when people turn on. That's when you're going to see store shelves getting emptied. That's when you're going to see stuff really coming out just goofy. So, take care, Quebec Homestead. Thanks for coming in here and joining us. And we hope to see you soon. Yeah, Bernie, that's a possibility. I know that we all have hard metals in our body, and with them spraying the clouds and stuff, this has been, you know, in my opinion, this has been a work in progress for a long time. So, yeah, McCoy, that's how we do things. Depends on the weather. Things can turn real crappy around here in a heartbeat, so I got to be prepared for anything and everything. Yeah, John, they are. There's people that are getting afraid, and when that happens and store shelves start to empty, you're going to see price jacking, and it just becomes a huge, huge monster. We've seen that when they were talking about with the shells, the 22 long rifle shells. We saw what happened there. They went up from a couple dollars a box to over $10 a box for 50 rounds. I mean, it's crazy. John's Travels, thank you so much for coming in here. We'll see you tomorrow. These 6 bottles of water. Yeah, Annihilator, if it happens in the wintertime, I don't got to worry about it. I got over 4 feet of snow. Happens in the summertime, I got a 3,500 gallon pool. So when it comes to water, and I got my wells, so I'm not too worried about that thing. Comes bad to it, I got chickens and I got livestock here too, so. Alright guys, we're going to wind her down here, and last 5 minutes here I'm going to play the trailer for the our 7-day challenge. I want to say to everybody, thank you so much for coming in here. You guys be careful out there, take care of yourselves, your family, and your loved ones, and like always, God bless and put Him first. It helps out in everything. You guys all take care, and thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. See you then. And a big thanks to all our sponsors, Black and White Fire Starters, the only fire starter I trust in the Northwoods. Infusco Coffee, great tasting coffee. And Annihilator Air Guns and Tuning. Thanks so much for sponsoring us on our 7-day challenge.
Bushcraft.
And I'm Justin Van Ferrari with Waypoint Outdoor Adventures. And I'm Mark Rolling Homestead. And this is going to be our 7-day extreme winter challenge in northern Wisconsin.
laying down in the hammock, and I heard the howling. It was like right up here.
Alright guys, well today it's going to be a high of 8.
There he goes. Yeah. That thing got a hit me?